analysis, reading legislation for the past 16 years or so, both for the legislature and nationally. And how the congressman knows what's in the bill is he's read all those analyses and read the law. And all the things that he stated were 100% correct. And if you don't believe them, then you're basing your own beliefs on your own fictions rather than on the truth.
It's not a fiction. People are getting bonuses. People are getting bonuses. 25,000. Me.
All right, so we have like question cards. Okay, question cards. Great.
I believe they're being collected.
We were told we could read them. Yeah, because we can read. Unlike some of the people in Takano's district.
I got a question.
Everybody calm down, please. Who's going to select?
We've listened to you guys enough.
Are you guys?
Do the organizers have any opinion on that, of how you'd like to?
Start with me.
Why don't we walk up to the mic?
I need everybody to be quiet and wait your turn.
We should form a line, and then we should build a wall. Hey. Hey, our voices are loud enough. Can't we just say from here?
We're going to come to you.
Be careful. That guy might call you a white supremacist. Just for being white.
This is what they're saying. We'll pass the questions, and the two here with the microphones will be the ones reading them. Yes. So
Awesome.
You're handling it.
Oh, me.
So the questions will be collected and passed to one of these two. I think we're starting over here.
What?
I just started my first small business. How will the tax scam harm my business? How much more in taxes should I expect to pay annually under the tax scam?
So this is how we're doing it?
This is what I've heard on this. You really have to talk to an accountant who's taken a class.
I want an answer.
Because it has so many different moving parts in terms of whether or not a small business is even qualified.
What? But I have lots of questions. Okay, I gotta choose one. Okay. I have many questions.
The fact is that in terms of businesses, it's so complicated. And remember, at one point, the Republicans were actually talking about, and I believe the month that Trump repeated erroneously, that it's going to be simple enough to do on a postcard, right? It's actually been made so much more complicated.
Democrats stopped that.
It should be called the Accountant Employment Act, because that's the only way to answer that question. There's too many variables to be able to just kind of give a quick answer to it. Question over here?
Can we talk about Kate Steinle?
Very low income, and cuts to Medicare might not affect me. What about the effect on working families?
Well, the effect on working families is going to be felt in many ways. Healthcare is just one of them. We have many people in our in California in this congressional district who rely on expanded Medicaid, and it's through California and through Medi-Cal.
Scared me.
One of the things this bill did is it eliminated the mandate on individuals. Yay. And what that did is that a lot of people, in order to comply with the law, would try to go find health insurance.
I couldn't find any.
But what they would find out is that they often could qualify, their kids could qualify for CHIP, or they could qualify for expanded Medicaid. And by the way, most of the people in the Inland Empire, and I would say, I don't know for Fullerton and for this county, but I would imagine it's the same thing. Most of the people on Medi-Cal are actually working adults that actually work full-time or part-time. Is that right, Professor?
Absolutely.
So all this setup and deception being done by Speaker Ryan in order to justify cutting vital programs in order to cover up the fact that they're not going to make the kind of revenue to cover this $2.3 trillion debt. I mean, they cut taxes. They didn't have any way to pay for these tax cuts. And by the way, it's a double standard. When Republicans cut taxes, they don't have to find money to replace programs that people don't want cut. Right?
We shouldn't
People
have
find out that we cannot cut Medicaid. By the way, Senator Susan Collins of Maine and Senator Murkowski of Alaska, what surprised me, what saved the Affordable Care Act was not the part about private insurance policies that the Affordable Care Act dealt with. It was Medicaid that those two senators were defending. Senator Bukowski told me that most of the babies born in the state of Alaska depend on Medicaid, expanded Medicaid.
Ew.
That is a fact. That's coming from Republican senators' mouths. And by the way, in Mitch McConnell's own state of Kentucky, guess who depends upon Medicaid the most? It isn't people of color. It isn't African Americans. But it's low-income white people. And I think those low-income white people should be.
You care about white people?
Medicaid in the state.
Oh my God!
It was a great thing that happened for them. So what's going to
that is
happen
racist.
to low-income people across this country? People of all ethnicities, all different backgrounds.
I don't want to be on the
Are
government.
going to suffer because we're going to see a drive by the Speaker of the House to put the squeeze on Medicaid, to put the squeeze on Medicare. You know, that's just part of it. The other part of this bill that I didn't mention is that despite President Trump's commitment to bring jobs to America,
which he
to
has,
stop the offshoring of jobs,
which he has,
he signed a tax bill that actually incentivizes jobs to be moved offshore.
No, he doesn't.
They're going to tax.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
Please don't interrupt, we'll have you leave. If you cannot stay in here and be polite,
Please stop lying.
then you will have to leave. But the truth is, they're cutting corporate taxes abroad deeper than the 21% that they've cut from 35 to 21%. A corporation can get lower taxes abroad just due to simple sort of economic incentives. People are going to move. Corporations are going to move their accounts. They're going to continue to seek tax havens abroad. This is the law that was rushed through.
No.
That I don't believe the president fully understood. But nevertheless, he signed this law, and it incentivizes jobs to be moved overseas.
Lie.
This is very contrary.
Why don't the Democrats try to